Welcome to the deep dive.
Yeah.
So today we are cracking open the Instructgpt paper from 2022.
Yeah.
And this is the research that basically it completely blew up the whole idea of scaling logs.
It really did. I mean, the headline finding is frankly astounding.
Yeah.
They built this 1.3 billion parameter model, and human testers actually preferred it over the massive 175 billion parameter GPT-3.
100 times smaller.
100 times, and it was considered more useful.
Okay, so that's the big question.
Sure.
Right? How on earth do you make a model that's so much smaller feel smarter, feel more capable than the giant it was based on?
They realized the giant had a fundamental flaw, what they called a misaligned objective.
Misaligned, meaning what exactly?
Meaning GPT-3 was only trained to do one thing.
Yep.
Predict the next most statistically likely word.
Just pattern matching.
Exactly. Its goal was never to actually follow your instruction or, be helpful. It was just to sound like the internet.
And that's where you get all those unintended behaviors. I think the example of the paper is just perfect. They asked the huge 175 billion model explain the moon landing to a 6-year-old.
And it just completely failed.
Yeah.
Instead of answering, it kept the pattern going. It spat out more prompts.
Like explain the theory of gravity to a 6-year-old.
Right. So it did its original job text completion perfectly.
Yeah.
But it totally missed the user's intent. And that gap, that's where things like hallucinations and toxicity come from.
Okay, so let's get into the secret recipe. The fix. Reinforcement learning from human feedback. RLHF.
The 3-step recipe.
Let's break it down. Step 1.
Step 1 is about setting a new foundation. It's called supervised fine-tuning, or SFT.
Okay.
They had human contractors write about 13,000 high-quality answers to prompts. Just good examples.
So teaching it by demonstration, shifting it from a text completer to an instruction answer.
Precisely. But the real genius, the really clever part, is step 2.
The reward model, the RM.
Yes. So instead of having labelers write thousands of perfect answers, which is super slow and expensive.
Yeah, and hard.
And really hard, they just showed them, say, 4 to 9 different model answers and asked which one's best. They just had them rank the outputs.
Ah, so it's a comparison. Why is that so much better?
Because that ranking data trains an automated judge the reward model. It learns to predict human preference from those comparisons. It gives you a scalable score for any answer.
You don't need a perfect answer key. You just need to know what's better.
You got it. And that's the signal they use for the final step, PPO.
Proximal policy optimization.
Yeah.
That's where it really learns to chase that high score from the reward model.
Right, but they ran into a problem.
The alignment tax.
The dreaded alignment tax. When they forced the model to be aligned, it kind of forgot some of its old knowledge. It got worse on standard tests.
Catastrophic forgetting.
A form of it, yeah. So their fix was this PPO PDX model. It's a mixed objective. It basically tells the model, hey, chase that human preference score, but also don't forget what you learned during pre-training.
The little memory jog.
A memory jog, exactly.
And this entire system was built on human feedback and the data pipeline. It was just a team of 40 contractors.
40, a core team of 40 screened contractors, mostly English-speaking. It's a shockingly small group of people to align a model that would eventually touch millions of lives.
Wow.
And you can see in the metrics, it was such a delicate balance. The final PPO step, for example, it made the model way more truthful.
Which is good.
Very good. But that same push for helpfulness actually made it hallucinate a little bit more than it did after the first step. It shows you that the reward model, while it's scalable, it's not perfect. There are trade-offs.
So what does this all mean, the big picture?
It means alignment is now just as important as scale. The whole industry pivoted because of this paper. I mean, ChatGPT is literally called a sibling model to Instructgpt. This is the blueprint.
So the Instructgpt paper, it solved this huge machine-to-human alignment problem.
It did.
Yeah.
But in solving that problem, it immediately created a brand new one.
A new one?
The human-to-human alignment problem. Think about it. The model is aligned, but it's aligned only to, and I'm quoting here, the stated preferences of a specific group of people, those 40 labelers and a few researchers.
Right.
So it leaves us with this really important question, something for you to think about. As these models get more powerful, whose values are we actually asking them to represent?